Tonight, we were supposed to grill out for the first time, but there's a pretty nasty thunderstorm going on outside, so we're switching things up, right?
Yeah.
And we're doing breakfast for dinner, bacon and eggs.
Yeah,
right?
bacon and eggs.
Just had a successful first trip to Camping World. I didn't go crazy and buy a whole lot of things that I didn't come for, because that's easy to do, especially when you start out. Everything looks like it's something you need. Also, I haven't seen a bigger flag in a good while. It's always good to see that flag waving. I got what was on my list, nothing more, and I spent less than I thought I was going to. So I would call that a successful trip. And since tomorrow is our first trip, all this stuff will come in handy. And that's when we will figure out all the stuff we need. And that's going to be a lot. Today is the day. It is our first camping trip in the new RV. So this is going to be fun. All right, we've been loading up all morning.
All weekend.
All weekend. But this morning specifically, we've just been getting everything that we needed for the trip today. We're gonna be gone for 4 days, 3 days. Today's Monday, we come back Thursday. And so we've just been getting clothes, needed toiletries, almost like a 3-day vacation, but
I mean,
just enough to get us going.
we got really fortunate. The sellers that we bought the RV from gave us pretty much everything they had in here. So that included sheets barely used, towels, kitchenware. So we're just, we
all the
cleaned those up
necessities.
and we're using them for the first go round.
Yeah, so this is our first shakedown trip, just to get the hang of it. And
Not even a week after we got it. We
Yeah.
got it Tuesday,
Yeah.
drove it home Wednesday, and the following Monday we're out.
Yep. So we've parked it in her parents' driveway this past week, just kind of going in and out, cleaning and trying to learn how everything works. So we'll see how we do this week, but it's going to be fun, and that's for sure. We even sort of stocked the fridge. Whew. It is hot in here. While we've had it in the driveway at her parents' place, we have run the generator if we're going to be in here for a considerable amount of time, just to keep the ACs going. We've got it plugged in, but they only have a 20 amp circuit, so we can't really run the AC on that. So it's pretty hot. I think it's going to get up to 95, 96 today. I've got the vent fans going. This is all a learning process, and there's a lot of things to learn. It should also be noted, we've never camped before. Christy grew up camping a little bit with her parents. They went out west a few times, went up to Maine a lot, but I've never camped. Her parents have one, and so occasionally when they go on vacation or somewhere, then, you know, we've stayed with them. But this is really going to be my first time camping in an RV. So it should be an interesting day. But we're going to be on the water, so that's going to be helpful. Hopefully there will be a decent breeze off the water. There's a pool to hang out in, beach to hang out on. But really, this is more about learning how this big thing works, learning how we're going to live in it. All right, it's time to get this puppy ready to ride. Slides are in, jacks are up, fridge is locked. Engine's running. I think we're ready to roll.
maiden voyage. Cade's in school right now, so we're headed to the campground, which is maybe like 40 minutes from where I grew up, where we're currently staying with my parents right now. And we're gonna spend 4 days, 3 nights there, enjoy the bay because we're right on the water, and then learn. That's what we're really doing on this trip, is just like learning the ins and outs, and then kind of deciding what we want to do with the RV when we get back. So I want to make some decor changes, but then also just functionally how we want to set up the RV for full-time living. We're going to live in it day in and day out. We absolutely need to maximize the space, the storage, and also just the functionality. So I'm really excited to do the before and after videos and see how it turns out with all the little or big changes we're gonna make. But we're about to leave the neighborhood. We'll check back in once we're getting to the campground and learning how to get set up. We just got here to the Bar Harbor RV Park. Spencer did a beautiful job pulling her in. We actually sort of had to back in a little bit because we passed the spot, but she's in, and this is our view for the next couple of days. One thing we loved about this spot was the water view, but definitely the sandy area. Cade is gonna love to come out here and play. And now it's time to learn how to hook this little bad boy up.
We do have 50.
All right.
What I don't see is water and sewer.
What if they don't have it? What if I messed up and this is one of them?
Well, this might be one of them because we don't have any water in our tank.
This is rookie move number 1. I'm in charge of booking the reservations, and I have noticed like some are sewer, water, power, some have that, and some spots don't have that. All right, well, I can go in and ask. Or maybe we need to move spots. We got to figure out our spot situation. I'm gonna go in and check it out and ask. I'll be back.
This is why we have a shakedown run before we actually leave to go on the road. Because if we didn't, and this was our first trip on the road and we were gone, it would be a show. But this isn't bad at all. Not bad at all. And we got a waterfront view. It's perfect. What's the verdict?
The verdict is that this is not a pull-in site. Like I told you that it wasn't.
You told me that it was.
No, I did not.
That's the only reason I thought it was.
No, I didn't. I said it's back in. And I booked back in for the other one, and I said because you have to learn.
What, that's the site you're in? It's always been a pull-in.
Yeah.
She said it's a back in.
She's new.
Oh.
Yeah, she's only been here for 3 weeks.
Yeah, because the power's over there. If I back in, I'm not gonna be able to get.
Concrete's on the wrong side. You can always tell what side the concrete's on.
We're
Yeah.
P5, right?
That's W5.
Oh, I also then told her the wrong site number.
One's sleeping, I think,
Figured it was right, but
yeah.
what we're looking for though is I don't think there's sewer to it.
Oh yeah, there is.
Is it under that green thing? Oh, there it is.
There you go.
It's hidden. All right.
You're gonna do a good job cutting it.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Okay.
My name's Jim.
Thank you. I'm Spencer.
Spencer, pleasure to meet you.
Very
buddy.
nice to meet you. Oh, see? There we go.
There
We're
you
all
go.
good.
That's all you need.
We're all good. Thank you so much for your help.
No problem, dude.
We're good.
Yeah.
Found it.
Okay, all right.
We're in all. He's ready.
No problem. Anything else you need, just holler.
Thank
All right,
you so
thank
much.
you.
We appreciate it.
All right. Are you ready to get this thing set up?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Thanks, Jim.
Okay, corrections all around. Let's just clarify that I did book a decent site.
You booked a great set.
Waterfront, has all the 3 things.
It's fantastic.
It's actually a pull through, but I did think it's a backup. The next
Well,
one
it's not
we
a pull
have
through.
it's a pull
Because
up.
if you pull through, you're in the water.
Right, that's why I thought it wasn't a pull through, and I thought
It's a pull. There's
a pull
so
in.
there's
Okay, pull
back
through.
in, pull through.
Okay.
Pull through means you
Right, go straight through.
pull
You
in,
can get in
and then you
out.
pull out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got it. That's what I was like. It's not that. 'Cause-
No, it's not that.
But then I thought the only thing else it could be is back. So it's pull in, back in, pull through.
Yes.
It's a lot of pull in, pull out. Ba-dum-bum.
Leave the jokes to me.
So what's first? There's going to be like a gazillion things that we have to buy for a year on the road or year plus on the road. One of the first things is this surge guard or surge protector. When Spencer told me how much it was, I was like, what? For a plug? Holy smokes. But then he told me what it does. And I think it's very much worth the money should something go wrong.
I think we are successfully hooked up. Got 50 amp service, which is good for our first trip, and with it being 175 degrees out, want to make sure we had 50 amp service, so very excited about that. We can run both air conditioners. Then I think we're all hooked up here. Got our sewer hookup there, which runs and dumps there, and then we've got our water hookup, which runs out there, connects behind the electrical box. So now it's time to put the slides out, test the water. Slides are out. Let's go check the water. Hey, we got water. We got water.
Great job hooking up.
We got electric. It's down to 98 in here. I think it was 104 when we got here.
We probably didn't bring any bottled water, right?
I don't think we did. Oops.
Put
No.
that on the dollar store list too.
No. Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted to do. Oh, it's still 103 up here. Setup. First time. We did it. So
You
far,
did the bulk of it.
everything works.
You did the bulk of setting up. I did the bulk of getting it ready on the inside.
Yes.
So we're good.
Yes.
And we're still smiling.
What, an
It
hour
could
in?
have, it went a little touch and go there if we didn't have water or sewage in the campsite.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been interesting. But we're good.
Yep.
So now, I
Let
think I'm
you
gonna
get a snack.
sit for a minute, cool down, drink some water, and figure out what the rest of the day's gonna look like. So right now we're just taking a walk around the campground, see what it's like, see the view. I mean, there's amazing views of the water everywhere. As the sun goes down and the breeze kicks up, it's starting to feel a little more bearable out here because it is hot. But we got set up really without issue, and I feel good about that.
I was with not the final of milk. And he said, yay!
What did Daddy say?
Yay! Yes, yay!
We brought the fire stick, but he forgot the remote.
is gonna do it for day one. It was a good day. Got the cable hooked up. Kate is asleep. I took a shower. That was the first. And so now we're going to bed on the first night. And I'm excited to sleep because it was a long day. See how I sleep in the RV. Christy's already back there. She crashed out a little bit earlier. Kate hopefully is asleep. That's it. Day one. See you tomorrow.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life.
So today is our first full day camping. And I think we all needed a really good night's sleep last night because we slept until about 10 this morning. Actually slept pretty good in there last night. Finally got good and cool. Got up and had a leisurely morning of coffee and donuts. So now I think we're headed to the pool. We've already eaten lunch. And we're gonna see what that's all about.
Wait for us, Daddy.
I did wait for you, Bubba.
Come on, Mommy.
With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. Oh, we don't need no more. Oh, even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. Oh, we don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm.
You guys know we're on our maiden voyage with the RV, and we had sold our house. We have a storage unit from our house, and we have a lot of things that we're still trying to sell that we just haven't had time to. So we listed my washer and dryer. I love them so much. They have taken care of our clothes for 8 years. If I could keep them, I would, but it just doesn't make sense to keep them in storage for a couple of years. So we're selling them, and tonight somebody wants to buy them, and we definitely want to get them sold. So Spencer went to go meet this wonderful woman to sell them, and of course a storm is rolling in. Check this out. They're saying it's going to be like hail and crazy, like 60-mile-an-hour winds we just heard. It's definitely windy right now, but nowhere near 60 miles an hour. They said it's going to be at like 5 o'clock, and it's almost 5. So I'm expecting something to happen. Here we go. You feel that? Okay. It's coming now, buddy.
I got it.
You got me? Yeah, I got you. I got you. Holy smokes. Okay, maybe this is Spencer. Oh, no, not Spencer. So I'm trying to figure out because he needs to move this massive washer and dryer and he should not be moving this
Mommy, I just
in
heard
a
some
thunderstorm.
thunder. I just hear thunder.
You did? Here, can you hold this while I take a picture? You can talk to it. You can talk to everybody.
Guys, I'm afraid there's a storm coming, but birds are flying in the storm, but don't worry, I got it. I can handle it with my roar.
Oh, just saw some lightning.
Can I see?
Yeah.
Does it disappear?
Did you see it? The wind is definitely picking up. I don't think we're at 60 yet, but maybe 20. Ah, something just got me in the eye.
What?
Look at the clouds moving.
What?
It's the storm coming in. They're moving fast. I think we're gonna get a good show. Alright,
I got you.
you got me? I got you. I got you. I got you.
Go away, storm! I told it what to do.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, because it's me. Mom,
Yeah.
this storm is me.
It is.
This means storm is coming in fast.
Daddy's coming back to us
Why?
because of the storm coming. I bring my sweatpants and my flannels.
It's July.
Yeah, and I'm freezing in here. And
It's-
Kate's cold too.
You my daddy.
Right, Kate? Look, 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 look.
What?
The lightning bolts.
I saw it.
Cade, watch where you're stepping.
Maybe you can go for it.
Oh,
You, Daddy?
throwing bread into the wind is.
Dad. Let's see what he's got. Dad, where is
It's breakdown morning. I don't know if I've been nervous about this or just anxious about it. But now's the time where I undo all the stuff I did when we got here, figure out how it all works. So I gotta drain all the tanks, shut off all the stuff, close everything up, and drive it home. We've had an awesome time here. It's been a great first trip. I think we're really going to enjoy this. All right, time to break down. There's an order of operations here that I'm not quite sure of yet. And so I'm going to try and figure it out and make sure I do this right. But I think the first thing to do is shut off the water and try and drain it from the system inside. So run all the sinks after I turn it off. And then it'll be draining the tanks and unplugging the electric. It all seems kind of simple when you watch other people on YouTube do it. Then when you actually have to do it, it's like, oh, yeah, don't want to screw this up. So I'm going to make sure I don't screw it up. As you saw, the camera just fell. Of course, after I disconnect the water, it fell in the mud. So now I gotta get... So these gloves came with the RV. So I honestly have no idea where they've been. But I think the method is going to be to get some disposable rubber gloves so that once the dirty deed is done, they just go away and I don't have to worry about cleaning them. I think that's what we're gonna do, and these will go away. This hose is going in the trash. All right, just disconnected the power. Now all that's left to do is bring the slides in, and we're ready to go. Check to make sure that there's no cars, toy cars stuck under there. Bed, slide in. Lock. Wardrobe slide in. Dining slide. We are in. Now all that's left to do is put the jacks up and we're ready to roll. There's Christy out doing some Instagram. And there we are. Made it back safe and sound. Not a bad trip at all. Filled up the gas tank, filled up the LP tank. So we are full on fuel, full on propane, and we are ready for the next go round. So I would call it a success on the first trip. think this is gonna be a whole lot of fun. It's a lot of work, but it's gonna be a lot of fun too.